I used to think places like this didn't exist, where the sun never sets and the wind howls and the people are always smiling. Here, time is fluid. You are at the mercy of the elements. It's not about being in control, but rather surrendering yourself to the unpredictable. This is freedom. This is Greenland. Adventure is a funny word. To some, it conjures images of mountain ranges and desert trails, but to others, it's as simple as trying something new. The common thread that binds all perspectives is a step into the unknown. And for the people of Greenland, the world's largest island, adventure is coming to them. As part of the first intrepid travel land-based expeditions to the Arctic territory, I saw Greenland like few others ever have before. Raw, resilient, tied to the ancient rhythms of ocean and ice, Greenland feels like a gateway into another world. In Nuuk, the country's small but growing capital, you stand at the edge of the modern world and stare into something more timeless. Fishing boats line the shorelines and the spirit of survivalism is everywhere. Life here may be simple, but it's not easy. In Ilulissat, in the north of Greenland, giants of white and blue drift endlessly into Disko Bay. For thousands of years, the ice has been the storyteller, shaping the rhythm of life for the semi-nomadic Inuit. These landscapes invite us to slow down, to stand still, to witness something more enduring than ourselves. Unlike Iceland, where millions flock each year, Greenland remains remote and untouched, a place where over-tourism has not yet left its scar. Here, every footprint matters. Every visitor has the chance to be part of a better kind of travel, one that gives back more than it takes. Greenlandic life is built on community. You'll meet people like Dennis, a bone carver who shapes narwhal tusks into delicate tupelak figures, keeping alive a tradition passed down through generations. Or Umanak, a historian who dreams of bringing Greenland's remarkable culture of monsters and legends to the world.
Still today, we just do carvings for my ancestors, my culture too. Like spirit is quite important to know how you feel. So I still like to show the world why I'm doing this, because I love my country and my country story.
To travel here is to listen deeply and carry their voices home with you. And the warming bridge through the cold is Kaffemik. Like a window into how connection keeps the community strong, this social institution provides a chance to share stories, old and new, in a place where the weather may separate, but the spirit brings together. For the leaders of the Nuuk Local Museum, tourism offers a rare opportunity to bring the legends of Greenland's past to life in a new generation.
In order to preserve, we also need people from outside to understand what we have going on, so they can help us preserve our culture, our history, our stories, our monsters. So yeah, I think that would be why it's so important for me to retell our stories.
These stories weren't entertainment as much as they were survival guides. Taboos and legends handed down by elders to children served as an unwritten almanac. Warnings about where to fish, when to hunt, and how to live in harmony with the spirits of land and sea.
When we meet people from the rest of the world, especially Europe, we often talk about how they have an idea of Mother Nature as this gentle little woodland elf frolicking on the fields, and our version, often depicted by Mother of the Sea, she's a raging, ferocious monster who is not only trying to, but is also happy to kill you if you don't sort of calm down. And I love that.
To lose these stories, like that of Sassuma Arnaa, Mother of the Sea, is to lose the knowledge that they protect. They are fragile threads that bind people to this harsh, magnificent place.
I really hope for people to understand how resilient we are. When people come here, they will often see very secluded little communities. And sometimes they might seem fragile, but I also want them to I want people from outside to understand how resilient that also is, like how strong communities are and the culture is.
For the people of Greenland, tourism isn't just an economic matter. A proud, reserved people, Greenlanders are deeply cautious of the impacts of over-tourism. There's a very real feeling here that bringing hordes of new people to the region won't necessarily bring about prosperity, but the commodification of their culture.
It's always unpleasant as a local to hear a foreigner talk about your culture to a bunch of foreigners. It's uncomfortable. You don't have control of the narrative. You feel like a child, in a sense, that someone speaks on your behalf. It can be quite uncomfortable and it feels wrong. For some people it awakens a sort of anger or dislike to foreigners, and in others it awakens this need. I want to do it instead of you. I can do it. I can tell my own story. So it's quite important.
In response, Greenland is working on the concept of better tourism. Fewer ships, fewer crowds, and more connection. Better tourism means respecting the land's fragile ecosystems and supporting the families who call this place home. It's an admirable goal, and one that only works if the local community isn't just involved, but driving it. Leaders like Niels are helping write the first chapter of Greenland tourism for Intrepid Travel. The Aussie business has created an itinerary alongside Greenland locals that prioritises unique experiences, ones that champion local communities seldom visited by tourists.
It is promoting the local culture through locals, and it is to promote a living off of tourism in a sustainable way while getting the true stories, in a sense, from real locals.
In a sense, it's about bringing economic stability to Greenland through tourism. But in another, more poignant, more important fashion, it's an opportunity to preserve the stories of this remarkable culture of survivalism.
We have many places, not particularly Nuuk, but other places that are much more secluded, that are much more isolated, and to bring a new, other people in, although sometimes intimidating, can also be a way to sort of open up the world the other way around.
What I've learned in my time here is that mindful travel doesn't always mean slow travel. When you stay longer, walk further, and listen more closely, you become part of the vision. And you become part of Greenland's story, one of monsters and myths, where nature still writes the rules.
Nature kind of does what nature does. When it's good weather, you take advantage of that, in a sense. And you use what nature gives to you, And if it's bad weather, you just accept that it is bad weather and you say it is what it is, basically. You learn how to live alongside nature in almost in harmony, you say, with nature.
My fears for Greenland precisely mirror those of the locals. That tourism, while critical for economic development, may indeed threaten the quiet confidence that characterises the culture. A culture that has endured, quite remarkably, for centuries.
We are real survivalists. We live in a very tough part of the world and survival is crucial. So knowing what to do and how to do it is essential for survival. So our culture has very much developed to facilitate the difficulties of living in Greenland, I think.
Greenland does not ask you to come here and conquer it. It asks you to come here and feel small. To remember that the world is wild, precious, and so much more important than you. And that, to me, is what travel is all about. What do you want them to walk away feeling or knowing about Greenland?
I want them, first and foremost, to be fulfilled. The sense of adventure and exploration and the wonder of the Greenlandic country. It's vast, it's a huge island, and the culture varies from town to town a lot. So I want them to be fulfilled. I want them to have seen something that they really like about my country, my island, our island. But I also want them to leave smarter, more knowledgeable than when they arrived. I think that's an important part of traveling. It should be the main reason for traveling is knowledge.